Hello and welcome to English 12 Honors. So a little bit about Ms. Benzinger. I graduated with concentrations in English Literature and Theater Arts and then went on to focus in secondary education. And this is my 19th year in Fairfax County Public Schools. And I absolutely love teaching English 12 Honors. I think it's kind of the sweet spot between more standard English courses and those who are ready to move on to college level. So it's a nice, I think it is a very nice level where we get to have some of the more advanced academic conversations, but also be a little more relaxed than we might be in the advanced placement sections. So English 12 is a survey of literature. We will present a variety of texts this year that allow students to think deeply and critically about both themselves and the world around them. We look at both classic and contemporary sources to try and provide a nice array of perspectives for student consideration. And we offer many opportunities for students to develop rhetorical skills, writing skills, and all of our assignments related to the key texts will reinforce those skills. And our units are centered on helping students explore their identity, their sense of self, and how that works with the identities of others, to both consider and perhaps even understand how others identify. So these units would include the self and place in society, self and power, self and courage, and defining self-identity. And I know that individual teachers may choose some different works, but here we have kind of the full list of things that we may pull from. We've started with Born a Crime, and then we'll have to see as we move through what we have time to do this year. So we won't get to all of these, but I am hopeful we will get to many of them. So grading questions, it's pretty straightforward. We have process and summative. Process grades are 60% of every quarter and summative are 40% of every quarter. And really the idea is that process is when we are practicing and learning, and summative is when we are demonstrating our current levels of mastery. And there are a variety of assignment types throughout the year. We've already begun with our personal narratives, which are very useful. They can be tweaked for either college admissions essays or for interviews, for applications for internships. But it's a piece that really helps the students to focus on who they are and how they want everyone to see them. So that's what we've been working on with the personal narrative, is that idea of how do we present ourselves in our best light to people that don't know us, and how do we do it in a way that makes them want to get to know us. We'll also be looking at literary analysis, of course, the more traditional English essays, and we'll work on presentations, we'll look at journaling, small group discussion, whole class seminar. This variety of activity will provide students with an opportunity to really demonstrate their learning in different ways and kind of play to their strengths. Retakes and revisions are allowed on summative writing assignments. So any assignment, summative writing assignment, where students have scored below an 80%, on those assignments, students will be given an opportunity to revise that work based on some teacher feedback, and that is independent of any late penalties. Late penalties would still be assessed after an assignment is graded. Further practice or writing conferences may be required before students are allowed to revise and submit, and then all revisions or corrections would need to be completed within an agreed upon due date, and the highest grade any student may earn on a redo or a retake would be 80%. And Schoology is where all of our assignments and calendars will be this year. I know that it is very different than what we have been accustomed to with Google Classroom and Blackboard. It is providing some challenges, but we will figure it out together, and that's what I keep telling students. We will figure it out as we go. I'm learning, they're learning, and we'll find a system that works. But everything is there. Calendars are posted in a calendar folder, and then daily agendas are posted under unit folders, and things are broken down by week and by day. so that everything students may need, particularly if students are absent, they know that everything can be accessed through Schoology. And I'm really looking forward to a great year with your students. If you have any questions or concerns, please do not hesitate to reach out to me, kebenzinger@fcps.edu. And if you send me a message and you've not heard back within 48 hours, please send me another message. I promise I'm not ignoring you, but it likely means I did not get your first message and I don't know that you're waiting for a reply. So again, if you have any questions or concerns at any time, send me a message and I'll be in touch. Thanks so much. Have a great evening.